Hello everybody, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video, where today, a lot like last week, we're going to be going over exotics that you're going to want to bring in on your Warlock this time for Void 3.0 when Witch Queen drops in about 3 weeks. It's crazy to think that the season is pretty much over. This long 6-month just space is almost over, and we're going to get all that cool stuff that they've been releasing to us over the past couple of months. But today, we're focusing on Warlocks, exotics, and how they may interact with Void 3.0. Now, if you like this, like it, subscribe, really helps, and comment what exotics you're going to bring in to Witch Queen for your Void 3.0. But first, let's go over some of the stuff that Bungie has revealed to us for the Warlock subclass. First things first, we have Tracking Singularity. It is a projectile melee. Launch a tracking ball of void energy that detonates when it nears an enemy, pushing targets away from the blast and making them volatile. Now, volatile is one of those verbs that they talked about when they announced Void 3.0, a lot like, when Stasis has the freeze, shatter, and slow. Void is going to have a similar style like that. And the other one, which is Child of the Old Gods, which is an aspect. Cast your rift to summon a sentient black hole, which hovers at your side, waiting for a target. It will launch itself at enemies, then begin siphoning their energy and weakening them, refunding their life force back to you as either grenade and melee energy, if using a healing rift, or health if using an empowering rift. Defeating enemies who are being siphoned will refund some of the rift energy. Now, I don't know about you, but I think the Warlocks have the coolest description for any of these aspects so far that have been released to us, which is pretty cool. But now, let's start going over some of the exotics that I'm going to be bringing in on when I decide to do my day one for Witch Queen. The first exotic I'm going to be bringing in is Skull of Dire AHAMKARA, which comes with the exotic perk Actual Grandeur. Provides additional damage resistance during Nova Bomb. Nova Bomb kills grants super energy. I'm bringing this in primarily because if there are any significant changes or anything that makes Nova Bomb cooler, like back in D1 we had the tree node that let us split into 3. We had the lance, which made it faster and just harder, I guess, to avoid. So for something like that, I'm going to want to play around with it. So I'm going to want to be able to throw it as often as I can. Skull of Dire AHAMKARA is, I believe, also capped at that 50% super regeneration mark, like our other super regen exotics, like Ursa's we talked about last week, only 50%. That's as high as it can go for its regen. I think Skull is the same way. They also reduce the amount of energy you get per kill, which is, kind of detrimental to it. But either way, it still helps you get some of the super energy back, which is very helpful. Another thing that's pretty cool here that I always forget that it has is the additional damage resistance during Nova Bomb. I know that in PvP, a lot of times, people who cast their Nova Bomb can get beamed out of it. So in PvP, this is very helpful as well. But the big thing I'm looking forward to is the Nova Bomb kills grant super energy, because that you can then throw it more and play with it more and see what you like for it because of the new aspects and fragments, or all the other new stuff we're getting, or whatever they're gonna call it. We know that one of them's called aspects. We don't know if this is gonna be called fragments though. But this will allow you to throw that Nova Bomb more and allow you to do more, with it. It'll let you learn what you like with your Nova Bomb. It's gonna be pretty cool. I like that. I like it a lot. Next exotic on this list of Claws of AHAMKARA, which comes with the exotic perk The Whispers. Gain an additional melee charge. That's all it does. Now this could be quite huge, depending on how good that pocket singularity is, because now you have 2 of them. You can just have 2 of these little mini black holes in your back pocket. You can just throw them however you wish. That's pretty cool. There might be more fragments or aspects or whatever you want to call it to make your melee better. We don't know everything yet. The other thing too is that this melee makes things that volatile state, which will allow you, I don't know, here's the thing, is I know they said what volatile does, but I completely forgot, and I don't want to look it up right now. But it'll allow make those targets volatile. So you will now have 2 chances to make a fair group of enemies volatile, which is huge for whatever the hunters may be able to do. I think their invisibility works off of weakened or suppressed or volatile. I can't remember. We'll go over that next week. So either way, if you're a warlock and you make them volatile, then your hunter can follow up and get his invisibility, which could be huge. Another thing too is if they change anything for devour, I'm pretty sure the melee on devour gives you devour perk itself right now. I don't use bottom tree Nova Bomb that often, so I don't really know off the top of my head. So, being able to have 2 of those pocket singularities, huge. Gonna be massively fun and really good for large waves of ad. Next on this list, the next 2 on this list actually, are pretty much for the same reason. First of which is Controverse Holds, which comes with the exotic perk, Chaotic Exchanger. Resist incoming damage while charging your Void Grenade with Chaos Accelerant, Feed the Void, or Handheld Supernova. Charged Void Grenades return a random amount of grenade energy on hit. So this is the big one. This is what's going to be on my Warlock when I go into Void 3.0. I'm going in with Axion Bolt build, Controverse Holds, and see how things change. Because for all we know, you may not be able to overcharge grenades anymore. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what other grenade things we're gonna get that's gonna make it better or worse. We don't know what's gonna happen with that. I remember back when these were the go-to option for handheld supernovas. But right now they're the champion for Axion bolts right now. It's crazy. I used this in PvP for the first time in Iron Banner 2 weeks ago, whenever it was up last, and it was the most fun I'd had in a while because it's watching people run away from Axion bolts their life depended on it is fantastic. And the other exotic that I'm referring to is Nothing Manacles, which comes with the exotic perk Scatter Charge. You gain an additional scatter grenade charge and enables tracking for your scatter grenade projectiles. The reason we're bringing this in is basically for the same reason as Controverse Holds. We want to see how those grenades change. Now, granted, this exotic I feel just doesn't work as well as others, mainly because scatter grenades just ain't good. Let's just be completely honest. Scatter grenades are probably some of the worst options for a Void Warlock. They blow up on themselves. They don't do a whole lot of damage. They are just not the top tier grenade. However, having 2 of them could be a large benefit. I know right now in the current sandbox, you can have 2 scatter grenades, you can have 2 handheld supernovas, or you can have 2 devours. And inside of Witch Queen, that may change how the whole thing plays out. It may change your entire build to revolve around having 2 grenades. You could consume a grenade kind of like Getaway Artist does for your arc subclass. Make that sentient black hole with one and then toss another one just for shits and giggles. You don't know how it's gonna play out, but I'm gonna bring these just to test the waters a little bit. And the final thing on this list is Mantle of Battle Harmony, which comes with the exotic perk Absorption Cells. Takedowns with weapons that have the damage type matching your subclass element grants you super energy. While your super energy is full, you instead gain a temporary bonus to weapon damage of the type matching your subclass element. So basically, you're going to want to run Void Energy weapons or something with Osmosis. Next season, there's Scouts, Autos, Bows, SMGs, and Glaives for the champions. Auto rifles, let me think on top of my head. There's a few decent auto rifles you can use that are Void. Gnawing Hunger, Reckless Oracle, stuff like that. Let's see. Scout rifles, you got the one from the Dreaming City, can't remember its name. SMGs, you've got the Trials one. Bows, the Monarch, top tier. So, those weapons are going to play into this quite well. And you're going to get your super energy back, fairly quickly. When you kill somebody with it, or something with it, it gives you 2 seconds for that siphoning energy, super regenerating perk. And then when it's full, you get 8 seconds for the damage perk. So it's really nice to have, really nice to use. This exotic Mantle of Battle Harmony and Nothing Manacles are in the Lost Sectors. So run those, get these. Going to be super, super nice, super helpful. I would recommend getting Battle... I would prioritize Battle Harmony over Nothing Manacles, but that's just me. With that being said, though, that is the end of the video. I hope that you have found some ideas that you can use for your own builds, ideas, you know, get your brain rattling a little bit, because we're very close to Witch Queen. 3 weeks, a little less than that, I believe. You know, less than 40 days. I can't remember. It's very close, very close. It's very exciting. You know, they teased weapon crafting, they teased the class specific glaives, the new exotics, which I'm disappointed for the hunters on. But you know, just go in with what you want to go in with, and just overall have a good time. And with 3 weeks left in this season, don't forget to do your seasonal challenges. I was up all night Tuesday morning until 6 a.m. trying to solo a legendary lost, shattered realm, because I thought it went away. Just to wake up in the morning and the afternoon to find out that they are on a daily rotation. So take advantage of that. Don't be like me, and just get it done. And with that being said, I hope everybody has a good week and enjoys whatever they're playing while they pass the time.